3-1 lineup, 5 changes. It's a third of the team, but all have experience of senior football, none more so than Brendan Murphy over the years in full forward. The ball has just been thrown in.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's Rathvilly who go on the attack straight away, driving forward there through Darragh Murphy. So this is the winner of this match will go straight into the semi-final. So that's the prize on the line for both sides, as Rathvilly have worked this up to the 45-metre line. They've worked it up there, and they're going strong through Jake Elliott. Jake goes back, and they're going a bit lateral now around the 45, as Old Leighlin have kind of gone all back inside their own 45, and they're working this across the square. Josh Moore is calling for it. Josh gets it maybe 50 yards out from the attacking goal. He goes across the field again. Old Leighlin have gone really back into themselves. Brian Sybil then to get things going. He sends it through into the arc. There might be an opening here inside the big arc, just outside the small arc, and it has been turned over for the first time in the game. We see Old Leighlin on the ball, and that was James Dowling who managed to break things up there. He goes back outside to Jordan Kelly, and Jordan feeds it back out, and now there's a chance maybe for them to build through Sam Bambrick. Now Sam goes forward over the 45. He feeds a good hand pass on, and things have opened up. There's David Bambrick back as far as Sam again. Now Sam is being put under a bit of pressure there by Burgess, but he goes past Burgess and gives it on to David Bambrick again. Good kick pass inside. It's split the defence because they have got onto a lovely kick up there, and Old Leighlin still have it. They're trying to work something around their own 40-metre line, but they're pushed all the way back, and they go all the way back. There's a big kick pass back to Sean Bambrick, and they're just working it on the far 45, and they're going across to the far side of the field. And are they going to take a shot in here? They're just coming to the edge of the D. There is a shot coming in, looking for the 2-pointer. Far side of the field, just on the edge of the 2-point arc. Has that gone over the bar? Yes, it has. The orange flag goes up. That's the first score today for Old Leighlin. It was a fine move in the end, Willie.
Yeah, absolutely. Patience, left and right, held on to the ball. I think it looked like Mikey Bambrick in the end has popped it over the bar. Brilliant score outside the D. First 2-pointer. Great score for Old Leighlin. Great start.
Absolutely, for the Carlow senior football captain, Mikey Bambrick gets the first score of the game, so it's 2 points to no score in favour of Old Leighlin, and we've played just 1 minute and 50 seconds of this first half, so it's Old Leighlin who lead by 2 points against Rathvilly. They're on no score. Rathvilly have worked the ball through the hands up to the edge of the D, the old D, and there is a free in coming for Rathvilly, so a chance for them maybe to get a score here, and across comes, it looks like it's going to be maybe Liam Gavin who's going to take this one, but Rathvilly have managed to get themselves into this, and they'll be happy enough to get a score out of this.
Yeah, they certainly have. Great reply. Conor Doyle looked like a tug of a jersey. He was trying to get away. Looked like he was going to get into the middle. A good pass, and he was gone through the middle. But Liam Gavin just inside the D, probably 2 metres inside it. He's hopping the ball here as we speak, just about to strike it.
Yeah, on the right boot, he's taking a shot at this one. He was really trying to curl that in from right to left, but he has hit it just out to the right and wide, so still locked in 2 points. Rathvilly no score, and we played 2.5 in this first half. So just coming into today's game, Old Leighlin, they drew with Éire Óg the first day out, 3-13 to 2-16, before beating Mount Leinster Rangers 11 points to 4. While Rathvilly, they drew with Éire Óg 1-14 to 2-11 and beat Mount Leinster Rangers 1-27 to 1-5. So they have Old Leighlin on the score difference. That kick out was caught around the 265, and Rathvilly can go again. That's Brendan Murphy. You'd pick him out anywhere as he goes forward and plays it inside as far as Liam Gavin. Liam Gavin, the edge of the D, he plays that across, and they've lost a bit of ground as it goes as far as Brandon Kelly. Kelly then plays it on, and there's a bit of a run going forward here up to the edge of the D, back outside to Darragh Murphy. Darragh Murphy just outside the 2 points zone. He plays it inside. There might be something here for Jake Elliott outside the right boot from about 22 metres out. He strikes, and he puts that over the bar. It's now Rathvilly 1 point, Old Leighlin 2 points, and we've played 3.5 in this first half.
Yeah, as soon as he picked it up, he found a little space actually just inside the D, but really good pass and a really good win from the kick out by Darragh Murphy. They're physical, they're strong around the middle, Rathvilly, so Old Leighlin with the kick out, but it's 2 points to 1 here.
They go to the far side of the field, and that one is nicely taken because it looked like it was over Jamie Doyle's head, but he managed to just about get the fingertips to that one and control it. And the referee has blown the whistle there. William, not quite sure, was there something more in that?
Well, he actually fielded the ball, so it was a mark, but the 2 hands came onto him. He's supposed to step away from the player, so referee, instead of giving the mark, he gave him a free. So Old Leighlin coming forward here. Yeah,
referee today is David Hickey of Fenagh, and he is the man in charge as Old Leighlin keep coming there through Aaron Ahmed. Aaron Ahmed on the edge of the 45. He's thinking about speeding on, but he's been stood up. He's still on the edge of that 2-point arc. Plays it inside to Ty Groach. Now Ty Groach between the 20 metre and the 14 metre line. He's forced to go back outside. He's in by the sideline. Back to Aaron Ahmed, who's on the 45 now. He started this move. He has a runner, Mikey Bambrick. We know all about Mikey Bambrick and how he's able to run. The referee has the hand out for the advantage for Old Leighlin, and it is coming. It's going to be just outside the 2-point arc, I think. But good work from Old Leighlin there, and they were patient about it.
Yeah, Mikey's so hard to stop. Once he gets on the run, he played a great ball inside. Old Leighlin with another chance, fisted over the bar. It is by
Dara Fitzgerald. I think it was quickly taken, as you were talking there, Willie. Mikey Bambrick, we thought he might stand over and take a nice patient free, but gave it into Dara Fitzgerald and he fisted it over the bar. It's now Old Leighlin 3 points, it's Rathvilly 1 point, and we're just coming up on 5 minutes. Sorry, it's 3 points. The scoreboard here is jumping all over the place. It's definitely Old Leighlin 3 points, Rathvilly 1.5 minutes gone in this first half.
Yeah, Old Leighlin, Mikey, we were just talking, he's just so hard to stop. He's so low to the ground, he's quick, he's really strong, and he was fouled, got a little tug of the jersey, he's on the ball again, but he quick thinking, he put it into Fitzgerald and he quick thinking again, just fisted over the bar. Old Leighlin have won the kick out and they're coming forward here.
Yeah, Tyg Roach on the ball, Tyg over the 45, and he has a bit of support outside him from the man who got that last point. In fact, it's not, it's Cathal Coughlin. Cathal kicks that left boot inside, but there's too many men in green and gold in there, and they managed to smother that one up. Oh, they've gone to ground though, but Rathvilly have enough defenders back there, they're able to get out of this through. That looks like it's Josh Moore back there. Josh plays it on and they're running forward here, heading for the 265. Good strong run in there, that looked like good Deering. Deering took a shoulder there, but he kept going, has support outside to his right, uses it, keeps his run going. I don't think he's going to get back just yet, as we've worked it over as far as Kelly now. Kelly of Rathvilly heading for the 45, the attacking 45 as he sees it, drops the shoulder, goes one way then the other, plays it inside as far as Sybil. He gives that back as far as Brendan Murphy. Now Brendan Murphy, he goes back, he thought about the shot, he gets the little 1-2, but we're going all the way back as far as maybe 50 metres out from the attacking goal. As Dara Murphy gets on this, Dara plays inside, there is a bit of space if it can be exploited. This is Jake Elliott again, Jake Elliott with a shot, looking for his second point in the game. Fantastic effort by Rathvilly. It's now Rathvilly 2 points, it's Old Leighlin 3 points, 6.5 gone in the first half.
Yeah, the run from Brendan Murphy actually took the extra player away from Jake Elliott, found himself in the same space, right in the same position, onto his right foot and straight over the crossbar. Good reply from Rathvilly, 3 points to 2 here. We
thank Dan Morrissey and Co for their fine sponsorship of today's game, and of course you as a listener are in with a chance of winning a €50 voucher for detailed menswear. All you have to do is text the Infinite Energy text and WhatsApp line 083 306 96 96 with the words man of the match, your name and where you're listening. As Rathvilly go on the attack again, Brendan Murphy plays it into the circle. This like it's Elliott again, Elliott plays it on. We're up to about 14 metres out from goal, coming back outside as far as Kelly with the right boot, and Kelly has put that over the bar. It's now 3 points apiece, coming up on 7 minutes gone in this first half. So Leighlin 3 points, it's Rathvilly 3 points, and this game is really coming into life in the last few minutes.
Yeah, Brandon Kelly so accurate there, and again found space. Brendan Murphy has come away from the goal in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and he's picking up loose ball, but he's finding the man on the run, finding him in the space. He's so experienced, but it's 3 points apiece here.
And that one is nicely taken again. Rathvilly win that in between the 265, and it looks like, was it Dara Murphy? One of Dara's going down holding his nose, I think, a small bit at the moment. I think it might have been a stray finger maybe, or a hand, but the referee I don't think is overly concerned about it, but Dara's going to get a bit of attention here now. Anyway.
Yeah, he's after, in fairness, he's after winning 3 kickouts, 3 Old Leighlin kickouts. He's good, really strong pair of hands, good in the air. Probably a high enough hand. He's a big enough guy. I'm sure he'll shake it off. He'll be okay, definitely. But free into Rathvilly, just under the stand here.
Yeah, he's up and he's going to be able to keep going in this one. So as we said already, the winner of this one will go straight into the county semi-final. So that's the prize on offer for these sides. So plenty to play for here. That's what you want to get. Even though we're just talking about it off air as well, sometimes a quarter final is no harm. It depends on how that semi-final goes, whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes.
Yeah, it's, the extra game sometimes helps. I mean, I know a team likes to have a bit of a break as well, but next weekend there'll be quarter-finals and it's all to play for here still, 3 points apiece.
So Dara Murphy gets up and he takes the free himself. He's still holding his face a small bit, but he's not going to go off for the meantime. Anyway, he's going to try and shake that off, whatever is bothering him at the moment, as Rathvilly go forward here up to the edge of the 2-point D, working it back to the 45. That one isn't the best pass in the world, but Rathvilly managed to recover. Really strong run in there. That looked like it was Curran. Curran goes forward up to the edge of the small D, takes that shot on. It wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing looking kick, but it's gone over the bar, and that's all that really matters. A fine effort there from Curran, who came all the way up. He's wearing 19 in his back, and it's now Rathvilly 4 points, Old Leighlin 3 points, 18.5 gone in the first half. Yeah,
just showed his strength. He broke a tackle. He's really strong. Good runner. Did the same last weekend. Came on as a sub in around the middle of the field. Even though he's picked in full back, you could see him anywhere. Really fit, but brilliant score, and it just puts Rathvilly into a 4-3 lead.
We're going to an Old Leighlin kick out there. Stephen Scallon, the man who's involved with the Carlow senior panel, he manages to find the man this time in the second attempt. Tyg Roach gets it. Now Tyg is able to go, puts on the afterburner, plays up to Mikey Bambury. Mikey Bambury plays that across into the D, but there was the man he was aiming for just seemed to lose his footing at the minute, and it made the Rathvilly's defender job a lot easier, and now they can work it out. This is Jake Elliott back inside his own half back line. He hand passes that on and they're able to get going again. That looks like it's Conor Doyle. For the first time we've really seen him in the game. He hand passes that forward as far as Dara Murphy, who seems to have shaken off that bit of a eye injury he had a couple of seconds ago, as he kicks that across the field. Good ball where there's plenty of space again. Old Leighlin have really gone back into their shell at the minute and just letting Rathvilly come at them. and Rathvilly have worked the ball maybe 50 metres out from the attacking goal. Darren Murphy has made a run into towards the full forward line. It's not going to be spotted just yet, as Rathvilly are still playing it out here between the 45 and the 65, and this is Padraig Deering. Deering going forward here, got a point against Mount Leinster Rangers earlier in this competition, and the referee has blown the whistle there. And Willie, you might have seen more what happened there. Did he throw the ball, or what thing was the issue there?
That's what he's deeming, that the two hands left instead of one. So it looked like he threw the ball. The hands moved. It's nearly like in hurling. The hand goes so quickly. It's very hard. But obviously David Hickey was closer than we were. But it is a free, and Leighlin come away looking for a score.
Yeah, exactly. They go running. They run that up as far as the 45 now. They might have a shot in here. They thought about it. Come inside now to Sean Bambrick. Sean Bambrick, the pass wasn't brilliant. It goes to the ground. It gives Rathvilly a chance, but they've lost it now. There is a chance here for Aaron Amond. Aaron Amond on the edge of the 2-point arc. He was thought about it. He's still going. Now he's inside the arc. Now he's up to the 14-metre line, but he's only about 10 in from the sideline. He needs some support. He has to come back outside as far as Kinsella. Now Kinsella has it. He's kind of slowed things down. He's coming away from goal, going into a more centre position, but losing ground. And he has managed to find another man. That looks like, is it Tyg Roach is inside there now. Tyg goes across to the other side of the field again. O'Loughlin, no real hurry on them at the moment. They lead, or they're losing by 1 point. It's 4 points to 3 in favour of Rathvilly, and we've played just 11 minutes in this first half, and Rathvilly are just working this across. Aaron Amond now on the ball. Amond has Mikey Bambrick out to his right if he wants him. Now Mikey calls for it, and he goes on a bit of a run, and he plays a lovely hand pass inside. We're up as far as the 14-metre line. O'Loughlin have a chance. Oh, the ball goes to the ground. There might still be a chance by Mikey, but Rathvilly defended that really well, because O'Loughlin were patient, and there was a bit of a gap there, Willie.
Oh, Kinsella looked like it all over. If he just had retained the ball into his hands, he definitely had a shot at the goal. It seemed to just bounce over. Rathvilly man came, a good tackle, turned it over, and they come away with it. But big chance for O'Loughlin. Half a chance of a goal, you'd have to say.
Rathvilly still lead this one, 4 points to 3, 11 and a half gone in this first half. Brandon Kelly now. Brandon has a runner inside him. We're still back inside the Rathvilly half. Now we're just crossing the halfway line. We're heading for the attacking 65 from a Rathvilly perspective. Oh, there's a man out there, he just loses his foot, and the Rathvilly man was trying to go forward. He thought about checking his run and ended up falling over a little bit. That man was Josh Moore, but he gives it on as far as Dara Murphy. Now Dara Murphy has it, crosses the 45, plays it inside. There might be something on here. This looks like it's Curran coming inside. Adam Burgess, in fact it was. And Adam drew the foul, and he has managed to win his side a free in a score with enough position there in around between the two Ds. And it's Rathvilly 4 points, it's O'Loughlin 3 points. And again, we thank Dan Marcy and Co for their kind sponsorship of today's game.
Yeah, it looked like there was two players that had him stood up, and the second player came in just in from behind, knocked him to the ground. It definitely was a free just inside the D. This man with another chance, he had the same chance but probably 6 or 7 minutes ago, kicked it wide. I'm sure he won't miss this one. Well struck, looks like it's gone over. Yeah,
I think you're dead right, Willie. That has gone over the bar. First score of the day for Liam Gavin, and his side now got 2 points to the good, 5 points to 3. Liam had 10 points in the championship coming up in today's game. You can now make that 11. Rathvilly 5, O'Loughlin 3, 23 and a half gone in the first half, and it's going to be Steve Scallon going short there for O'Loughlin. He finds his man, he finds his own half back line. They're trying to work, they're trying to run here. I think that's Tyg Roach again, trying to run out. In fact, I think it might be Tyg O'Neill. Either way, it is going to be a free for O'Loughlin. They're looking to take it quickly. Atkinson plays it out to the far side of the field. They've worked the ball up to the halfway line. Now they're going forward, heading for the far 45. The attacking 45 is there looking at it. Plenty of options left and right. They're still going strong. A little 1-2 up now as far as the 20-metre line, the far side of the field. The shot coming in from inside the arc. Is it going to go over the bar? It's not. It just goes to the left and wide. But a good move all the same. Just didn't manage to finish it in the end.
Yeah, really good move up the left-hand side. He was entitled to have a go just inside the D, but out to the left and wide. Just they don't want Rathvilly to get a couple of points ahead of them, because they're well able to just close out the game. They're very good at defending. They get lots of men behind the ball. Both teams probably mirroring each other with as soon as they lose the ball, they drop back really deeply. Rathvilly win their own kick out again, but it goes a long way back to Brandon Kelly, and they're coming forward here again.
Yeah, there was a punch there. They could have put people in bother, but Rathvilly have it back, but they're back inside their own full back line at the moment. They're just trying to play it out. Just a bit of instructions being shouted. Now they've kicked these up as far as the half back line. Rathvilly have it, and they've gone past the man, and there is a bit of space here for them to drive into taking the check there. That was Padraig Bulger on the far side of the field. Padraig plays it out. He's giving his player far side of the field a lot of work to. He just about keeps it in, and Rathvilly are driving forward now up to the edge of the 2-point arc, thinking about a score, staying just outside the arc, working it. That's Dara Murphy. Now Dara Murphy comes all the way back to Josh Moore. There might have been a chance, but now we're 60 odd metres from the goal. Rathvilly still haven't. They've 2 or 3 men in a similar position, and they're kind of passing each other around in 1 and 2 foot areas, and there's a bad pass across the field, and it is cut out, and it gives Rathvilly a chance to go forward here through Aaron Amond. Aaron driving forward here, the little toe to hand up to the 45 now. He realises he's in a bit of space, needs some support, plays it inside. This is as far as Cahill Cockle. Cahill gives it back as far as Aaron Amond again. Amond with a shot on the right boot. Has he managed to curl it in? Yep. Yes, he has. A fine score, and that is another score there for O'Loughlin. It is now O'Loughlin is it 4 points now? It is 4 points. Plays 5 points for Rathvilly, and we've played 24 and a half. But that all came nearly from Rathvilly mistake out the field.
Yeah, Jamie Doyle intercepted it. Just really, he decided to go, look for the tackle, turned the ball over. Brilliant ball into Ammon. Ammon gave it on to Coughlin. Coughlin passed it straight back to him onto the right foot, and it's a score that they needed because they hadn't scored probably 5 or 6 minutes. But it's a poor kick out again. O'Loughlin win it. Can they get another score here?
That was Ammon who won the kick out. He plays it inside as far as Coughlin, and O'Loughlin have a chance here now. They're around 14 out from goal, trying to work it out as far as Aaron Ammon. Ammon has it again. Just scored a point a minute ago. He's on the 20-metre line, but he's in by the sideline or out by the sideline. He has to play it into a more centre position in as far as Mikey Bambrick. Now Mikey already has a 2-pointer in today's game. Mikey just on the edge of that 2-point arc again. He doesn't want to encroach on it just yet. Gives it out to Ammon. Now Ammon.
Oh, what a strike! What a strike!
Oh, absolutely. We were behind it. We were on the edge of the 2-point arc. He knocks it over. That's 3 for him in total. Another fine score for his side. His side now go up to 6. So Leighlin 6, Rathvilly 5. And what have we played? 25 or 15 minutes in the first half.
He done the very same to Rogue 2 weeks ago. 2-pointers. He's got one pointer, and that was exceptional. We were right behind it. As soon as he struck it, it was only going to one place straight over the black spot. Brilliant score by Ammon. Really brings O'Loughlin back into the game. 6 points to 5 here.
Yeah, and then 2-pointers really changed the complexion of the game so quickly. Brendan Murphy now trying to win a kick out there. He doesn't manage to get a touch, and then O'Loughlin have turned that one back over again. That was Sean Bambrick. Sean Bambrick plays that on, and O'Loughlin's still trying to work this up as far as Aaron Ammon. Now the man who's been involved in everything gives up to Mikey Bambrick. Now Mikey heading for the 45. Is he thinking a 2-pointer? Mikey drops the shoulder. He's inside the arc now, still going strong. Up to the 20-metre line. They're trying to challenge him. They're not able. Playing inside. O'Loughlin have worked in about 10 metres from goal. Can they think about the shot? Shot from a difficult enough angle. That looks like it was James Dowling, I think, with the shot.
Yeah.
James is half falling over as he strikes that, but he strikes it over the bar. It's now O'Loughlin 7 points. Rathvilly 5 points. 16 and a half gone in the first half.
Really good score, and you see as soon as Mikey gets it, he's just driving forward, stepped over 2 or 3 tackles, great ball into Dowling onto his right foot, difficult angle, but he popped it over the bar. Brilliant score. O'Loughlin take the front, 7 points to 5.
Yeah, good work for them. And we're going to restart with a kick out again, a huge one. That one is going to drop. Again, this actually held up in the air a little bit as it comes down. Brendan Murphy is the man who comes down with it. Again, when he gets up, it's hard to bring him down. They were trying to drag at him there. It doesn't work as he plays it off as far as Liam Gavin. Liam Gavin now maybe 70 odd yards out from goal, maybe a little bit closer than that, but he has the ball between the 45 and the 65, we'll say. He gives it back inside as far as Kelly. Brandon Kelly now drops the shoulder. He's already scored it. He passed the 45 into the edge of the 2-point. He then plays that over the top again. This is really good work. Kelly has got it now. Kelly inside the square. Oh, takes a shot, but we're going to come back. There was a foul before that. Kelly's shot in the end was at the left boot, and there wasn't a huge amount of power on it. It was easy for Scallon to save it in the end.
Yeah, he definitely tried to place it, but a brilliant move again. It cut O'Loughlin right down the middle, 3 or 4 good little passes. There was a tug of a jersey after the last pass was made, but Kelly was allowed go with the advantage, but brought back, and Liam Gavin looks to take one from something similar, a little bit closer than the last one, but this will bring them a little bit closer. But O'Loughlin really lucky that time because Rathvilly could have got a goal.
Absolutely. So here goes Gavin. Already has one from a free strike.
Strike.
That one, yeah. You wouldn't expect him to miss him there, and he doesn't, and it just brings it back to a 1-point game. So it's now O'Loughlin 7, Rathvilly 6, and we've played 17, just coming on 18 minutes in the first half, and the first 18 minutes have flown by. It's been a good game.
Yeah, really quick, because both teams are attacking. Every time you get the ball, obviously you're getting men behind it, but both teams are very positive, going looking for scores instead of trying to stop the other team from scoring. It's a really good game.
And that's going to drop again, really well taken by Brendan Murphy. That's 2 in a row from him. The last time they got a score from him, gives it on to Conor Doyle. Conor Doyle now on the 45. Outside him is Liam Gavin. Liam Gavin scored from a free a couple of seconds ago. His second score of the game. Goes back outside. It's O'Loughlin 7, it's Rathvilly 6 if you're joining us late. Just 20 minutes coming up on 20 minutes gone in this first half. And they're working it over and back across the field now. Rathvilly, Josh Moore over the 45, over the big D. He's taking his shot on from the edge of the small D on the left boot, takes that shot on, and it has gone straight over the bar. I think there's a few people surprised he took that shot on. He gets the score though, and now it's Rathvilly 7, it's O'Loughlin 7. And that's just 19 minutes gone in the first half.
Yeah, Josh normally wouldn't look. He looks to get forward, but he just likes to pass off the ball. Doesn't like to have a shot, but definitely deserved that score. He found the space just in front of the D and brought it back all square. 7 points apiece.
Kick out one there. This time it is O'Loughlin who win that. They win their own kick out. They lost the last 2, which put them under pressure. But now they haven't. They're able to run. Oh, intelligent play there from Tyger Roach. I think he knew.
Tackle.
He knew the challenge was coming from Dara Murphy. Hand pass ahead of himself, and that tackle did come. And Dara Murphy now is in throw of the yellow card. Yeah,
yellow card. Very clever by the O'Loughlin Tyger Roach. He had the speed on him, but obviously didn't have the strength. But Dara Murphy wasn't allowed him pass. A little bit of a a tackle up around the chest. He was always stopping him under the stand, but it is a free and a yellow card to Darragh Murphy, first yellow card of the day.
Aaron Hammond now has the ball in his hand. He's in between the two 65s. Aaron already has a 1-pointer and a 2-pointer, so 3 points to his name so far, 7 points each, coming up on 20 minutes in this first half. So Leighlin 7, it's Rathvilly 7, and Aaron Hammond has the ball in his hand now, looking for some support. There's no one there, obviously. He's going to go all the way across the field. He's just gone. That's exactly what he's tried to do. Now he wants it back, so Aaron has it now on the 45. Aaron Hammond, is he thinking about the shot? He's already scored a beautiful one from a similar position not so long ago. Gives it to Mikey Bambrick. Now Mikey breaks the first tackle just about, but then he's forced back outside. Leighlin being patient. Back to Aaron Hammond again. Aaron forced all the way back as far as David Bambrick. David Bambrick has support there. I think that's Niall Roach all the way up from full back. He's over the 45. He's soaring it. It's not the best solos in the world, but he's making a bit of ground now out to the far side of the field. And there is a shot from the edge of the 2-point D. It's a high one, it's a looping one. Is that going to go over?
Beautiful
I think
score.
it is, Willie. That is a fine
Absolutely.
score. Really good score from Leighlin. It pushes them up to 9 points. Rathvilly 7, 20 minutes and 30 seconds gone first half.
Yeah, I think that's their third 2-pointer. It's absolutely great to watch when a player 40 metres out puts it onto his right foot. It looked like the left back. Is it? I'm still watching the number over there. I think it's number 7, is it, that has got that score, but a brilliant score for them, puts Leighlin back in the lead.
And as you were talking there, yes, so we're going to give that to Jamie Doyle, I think, that last 2-pointer. And as we were talking there, from the kick out, Leighlin won it again. So we're actually just getting confirmation who did get that last 2-pointer. We're thinking it was Mikey Bambrick. Mikey Bambrick is what we're thinking was who got that last 2-pointer. So just to confirm that, 2-2-pointers from Mikey Bambrick. And from the kick out of that one, it went down and Cathal Coughlin put the ball over there for a 1-pointer for Leighlin. So they lead 10 points to 7 in favour of Rathvilly with 21 and a half gone, and they're on the attack again. That one is left into Seamus Kinsella. Seamus Kinsella on the 21. Seamus Kinsella with a lovely arc on that one, and he's knocked it over the bar. And the Leighlin forward are putting on an exhibition in the last few minutes. It's 11 points for them, it's 7 points for Rathvilly, and we've played 21 and a half minutes.
I think they've actually got the last 4 scores. Really, they're pressing high in the kick out. They're after turning over a couple of them, but really accurate from play. Some great scores. Kinsella, Cathal Coughlin, Mikey Bambrick really making a difference here.
And they're putting Rathvilly under pressure, as we see there from their goalkeeper Regan Murphy, who puts their kick out straight out of play. And Leighlin realise they have the advantage at the moment to take this sideline really quickly, and they've worked it up to Aaron Hammond again. Aaron there around the 45 goes across the field, and again they're just been invited onto him by Rathvilly. They've waited back and they're just letting Leighlin decide what do they want to do here on the 45. They can work it between the hands, and now they have it, and it's Aaron Hammond who's shooting from outside the edge of the 2-point arc again, outside the right boot. Just didn't come off for him this side. The score remains 11 points to Leighlin, 7 points to Rathvilly. 22 minutes and 15 seconds gone first half.
In fairness, if they give him the space, he's going to have a go. He's well capable of scoring 2-pointers. He has in the championships up to now, so why not have a go? He was really unlucky out to the left, but Rathvilly have just lost their way in the last couple of minutes. So Leighlin got on top of them, and it's 11 points to 7. Really deserve to be in front at the minute.
Yeah, and we're in the last 8 minutes or so of this first half, and so Leighlin who have it again over there. That's James Dowling fighting for that. There was players all over his back, and it is going to be a free in for him between the two 65s, and he plays that across as far as Mikey Bambrick again. Mikey Bambrick kicks that one along. There's one man to hit. He's trying to hit him. He has hit him. Oh, it just wouldn't stick inside. There was a 2-on-1 situation. There was one Leighlin man, there was 2 Rathvilly men, but it goes all the way into the goalkeeper. It was Dara Fitzgerald who was trying to hit. Dara got like a finger on it but couldn't control it, and out came Regan Murphy, who controlled things and gets things going again. This is Dara Murphy now on the ball for Rathvilly. He's between the two 65s. He's met by Tig Roach, and Tig Roach, they had a little altercation a few minutes ago. I don't think Tig has forgotten about it, but up goes Conor Doyle now. Conor Doyle goes across the field. Collard gives it on to Darragh Murphy now. Darragh Murphy then goes to the far side of the field. Rathvilly still have it. They're working it up to the edge of the D, up to the 2-point arc now. The runner's off the shoulders. They're trying to work a 2-pointer. Just as I say that, do they shoot for the 1-pointer? So Rathvilly go for the shot there. I think that was Kevin Murphy maybe in the end, but it has gone out to the right and wide. It's still O'Loughlin 7. It's Rathvilly. It's O'Loughlin 11, Rathvilly 7, 23 and a half gone first half.
Yeah, no, O'Loughlin man down, felt that last tackle out on the far side. He won that ball, but I think Darragh Murphy came into the back of him. He'll be okay, but Kevin Murphy did have the shot, came in off the wing, popped back to him onto the left foot, but just wide. So Rathvilly just gone off the radar in the last couple of minutes, but O'Loughlin will be really happy with their last 5 minutes of this game. 11 points to 7 here.
Yeah, there's an O'Loughlin man coming off the field. He's been helped off by the physio there. So I'd say we are going to have a change in a couple of seconds' time. And he's just hopping on one foot, so this is definitely the end of his day. It's actually sad to see he's to hop from all the way up from the far side of the field across to the near side of the field. But that is the way things are at the moment. His side lead by 4. I'm not sure, is that Ty Roach or Jamie Doyle? One of them is coming off.
I think it's Jamie Doyle actually. Ty Roach is there, number 5, isn't he?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Must be number 7. So number 22 is coming on. Number 22 is Rourke O'Neill. And he is going to make his way onto the field for the last 5.5 minutes of this first half. And he is wearing the number 22 jersey. And we wish Jamie Doyle all the best in his recovery. Hopefully he's not as bad as he looked there as he hobbled off the field, but he did make his way off the field. In fact, it's not. It's James Dowling. It's number 12 who's actually gone off.
12 is gone, yeah. It looks like 12, yeah.
So we'll stick with the play now as Rathvilly are on the attack here. They're just passing the 45 now. Josh Moore's already scored today. He's thinking about a second one, I think, but it goes back as far as Darren Murphy. He gives it back then as far as Brandon Kelly. Brandon Kelly on the edge of the 2-point D. He's shooting. He's just outside it as he strikes that one.
Strike.
Oh, and that has gone over the bar.
It's a 2-pointer as well.
So Brandon's up to 3 for the evening now and brings his side up to 9. So Rathvilly 9, Old Leighlin 11. And there's 25 gone in the first half. Yeah,
really good time for a 2-pointer. No better man to get it. Brandon has been very accurate. That's his 3rd point, but brilliant. He knew where he was. He had a look at the line just before, clipped the ball right over the crossbar. 11 points Old Leighlin, 9 points Rathvilly.
So we get going again with Stephen Scallon in the Old Leighlin goal, and he goes out. It was Mikey Bambrick who came all the way back to his own half back line to try and claim that ball. He doesn't manage to win it, but he does win his side a line ball between the 45 and the 65. He kicks that one quick and long and accurate inside, and there is a chance to go here for Old Leighlin. Actually, this might be Mikey Bambrick.
It was Aaron Hammond that actually kicked it to him.
Hammond gives it in as far as Mikey Bambrick. Mikey Bambrick brings it up as far as the 14-metre line. Now he's turning. He's back to goal. That was on the swivel as he gets that shot in. It goes across. It's kept in fairness, by the corner forward inside there. I think it was Fitzgerald, but it had gone out of play. But it was a good move between Hammond and Mikey Bambrick, who've probably been the most impressive players for Old Leighlin this evening. Yeah,
great ball by Hammond into Mikey, right up the line. He did, onto his right foot, had a shot, couldn't be kept in, tried to be fisted across the bar, but just to the left and wide. Rathvilly coming forward here with Brendan Murphy. He's a long way from goal, playing full forward.
He is, as he takes it inside his own half and he plays it onto his corner back. That is Padraig Deering. Deering is going for. He's given it out and he's kept his run going. And Rathvilly have worked it into the attacking 45 over on the far side of the field. They're trying to work it into an attacking position. They're still trying to go through the lines with this one. They've eventually had to come back. They're in a more central position, but they've gone ball back as far as the 50-metre line. Now they're working it over. This is Brandon Kelly again. Brandon, who has a 2-pointer and a 1-pointer already in today's game. He's just inside the 45. Gives it on to Liam Gavin. Now Liam heading for that. The big D will call it as he plays that one forward over the top, and there might be a shot on coming in here. This is Padraig Bulger with the shot for Rathvilly, and Bulger with the score. Good effort from him and pushes Rathvilly up to 10 points. It's just a 1-point game. Rathvilly 10 points, Old Leighlin 11, 27 gone in the first half. Yeah, Rathvilly just getting back on track, taking over, got the last 2 scores. Brandon Kelly and Padraig Bulger popping up for a really good score. Really good game, really tight, very, 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 very close. Both teams going forward. Every time they get a chance, they're looking to get forward, looking to get scores, and there's a point in it here. Great take. Half time. Yeah, great take there by Conor Doyle of Rathvilly again, and it's really going in purple patches. One team is on top, then the other team is on top, and that's why this game is so close. It's Old Leighlin 11, Rathvilly 10 as Conor Doyle picks it up again just inside the attacking half. He plays it on, and that looks like it's Bulger again. I think either way, Rathvilly are on the attack again, just couldn't control it, and Old Leighlin have defended well there in their own half back line, and they have the ball and they're trying to hand pass that clear, and they've worked it up now to nearly the halfway line, and they have players left and right. They can decide which way they're going to go with. This is Seamus Kincaid, 14 is back there. He's back in the number 6 position. He plays it forward now, and this is O'Neill. Rourke O'Neill is only on the field a few minutes, plays it inside, and there might be something on this as far as Cathal Coughlin is on the far side of the field, just outside the edge of the 2-point arc. He plays it back outside, and it's Old Leighlin just trying to work something from this, coming into a more central position, giving the hand pass on inside. This looks like it's Cathal Coughlin. He's 3-2 men from Rathvilly around him, and the referee has blown the whistle, and we're going to come back there. Will, you might just bring us up to date on what happened there? Yeah, Kinsella just laid off the ball in fairness and got a late tackle, got knocked to the ground. Referee gave him the advantage. Coughlin wasn't going to go anywhere, but it is a free. It's just right on the D. Maybe it could be just outside it, but referee is right on the D. So free into Old Leighlin. They'll be looking to get this last score. Probably a minute and a half to go for normal time. Yeah, we've had maybe a few stoppages. We'll be interested to see how long will be added on. Of course, we just had to change there when James Dowling went off for Old Leighlin. He was probably getting attention for a minute or so anyway. So there is a chance for Old Leighlin there, just on the edge of the 2-point D, as Willie said there. So this is a possibility of getting 2 points. We haven't talked about the breeze very much. It's not that present, but just as we're looking out across the field now in the far corner, the breeze does seem to be going with Old Leighlin, but it hasn't, I don't, had a huge bearing on the game just yet. But it is, whatever's there is supporting Old Leighlin at the moment as they stand over this one, just on the edge of the 2-point arc. It's Old Leighlin 11, it's Rathvilly 10. Shot coming in, just being careful to stay outside. Was Kinsley takes the shot
Great
on,
score.
and he has put it over the bar. So that's a 2-point free for him and a normal point for Seamus. He had 1-2 against Aero earlier in the competition. Now it's Old Leighlin 13, it's Rathvilly 10 points, 29.5 gone in the first half.
Yeah, brilliant time to get a score. I know better man, Dan Kinsley, he was fouled. He is really, really accurate from frees. Huge experience there. Old Leighlin turned over this kick out, looking to get forward here again to get another score.
Yeah, Jamie Doyle on the ball. Jamie Doyle going forward up to the 13. Jamie Doyle, their hand on him. He stays up though. The ball goes to the ground. Still fighting for the ball. Squirts across the square. It's still on the ground. Can it be finished soccer style? It's not. It's saved. The shot did come in the end. Keeper got down to save it. Old Leighlin still have it inside the square. They're trying to play it back across. But Rathvilly have enough in there. But they really got out of jail there. Did Rathvilly? There was 2, if not 3, really good goal chances for Old Leighlin.
Yeah, definitely 2 chances. Ball squirmed across the square. All it needed was a toe poke, but Rathvilly got a couple of blocks. Ended up being a foul and a free out to Rathvilly, and they'll be really happy with that because they're 3 points down at the minute, and the last thing they want to do is concede a goal and go 6 down. But Rathvilly coming forward here with Josh Moore.
Yeah, they'd love to get a score here. Here goes Josh. He already has 1 today, the Rathvilly captain. He's over the 65, still going strong. The announcement I think just was made from Lanny Minutes. Will be added on. Didn't quite catch it, so we'll stay with the play as Josh Moore keeps going strong as far as Dara Murphy. Now Dara Murphy on the 45, and he's going the wrong way. A lot of pressure being put on him by David Bambury, but he managed to get on as far as Conor Doyle. Now Conor Doyle, he slips between he's inside the big arc, just outside the small arc, but a lovely through ball inside. Rathvilly have it up, 14 metres from goal. Shot coming in. Oh, a real goal chance, but it goes wide. I was going to say goes over the bar. It actually went wide. A really good chance for Rathvilly. It's still Old Leighlin 13, Rathvilly 10 points, 30 minutes gone first half.
Yeah, wides have been few and far between. That's 3 for Rathvilly, 3 for Old Leighlin, but that was a big chance, and great ball into him by Conor Doyle. Had the space onto the right hand side. Referee blows the half-time whistle. It's Old Leighlin 13 points, Rathvilly 10. Really good game, end-to-end football. Both.
Final, just keeping an eye out there for any changes. Rathvilly made 5 before this one started, so there's plenty of numbers outside the 1 to 15 out there. But I'm just trying to see is there any new ones. I'm still joining the commentary division by Willie Quinlan. Willie, did you see any changes for the second half?
No, haven't seen any yet, Paul. But ball has been thrown in and little foul by Brendan Murphy. It looks like a free to. Oh no, it's a free the other way. It is a free for Brendan Murphy, so I thought he was pointing the other way. But Conor Doyle has the ball on the far side, looking to get forward for Rathvilly, looking to get their first score here. Yeah,
driving up towards the edge of the DG. He's going at pace here. He's up to the 14 metre. He's still, the whistle has gone. He's done for taking too many steps, which is always hard to see when a player is just going so well and going forward. The referee had the hand up. We've turned around, and now it is the way we come through Old Leighlin again. And it is Atkinson who's back inside his own half back line. He hand passes that across. And Old Leighlin are just holding on to this inside their own, we'll say 14 metre line inside their own kind of half back, full back line now as they work this out. It's Niall Roach, and there is 2 changes to Old Leighlin team that will keep an ear out for as they go forward. That one is worked up to Jamie Doyle. Jamie Doyle plays that on. As far as Ty O'Neill, Ty gives it to David Bambrick, and Atkinson goes across the field. We'll get the changes in a couple of minutes. As there's plenty of roaring sound on here up the stand, a long ball goes in there, the keeper comes out, he's just about managed to make enough of a connection with it there, and there's enough Rathvilly defenders come in on that one. There's a long ball left in from the Old Leighlin lads, but they just had enough men back there, and the referee is blowing his whistle, and there must have been something that went on there.
Yeah, Rathvilly didn't keep the required 3 in the other half. Brendan Murphy stepped over the line, so it looks like that it's going to could be a free in for Old Leighlin. Referee is still talking to the Lions lady here, we should say, Marion Hayden. So it looks like the crowd made him aware, but it looks like he stepped over. But there is a 4 metre rule actually. If you don't step over the line and you don't go to the 65-yard line, it will be a free, but it will be a free from the halfway. So it deems what the referee decides here.
This will be an interim. Conor Doyle coming over just to talk to the referee there, David Hickey as well, who's in consultation with his Lions person there, as we said, and the referee has blown the whistle. Now what is the indication?
Free, it looks like a free into Old Leighlin.
Oh, and is it going to be the 14 metre?
Yeah, he's bringing it right in, all the way in, yeah.
So this is a handy enough one for Old Leighlin, and in fairness, there's plenty of people who are here who did spot that infringement straight away. It's not easy for the referee, they're keeping an eye on a lot of things, but plenty of the spectators spotted it straight away.
Yeah, certainly, and I suppose Brendan hasn't played a huge amount of football this year. He didn't play any of the league, got a couple of minutes in the first game, a couple of minutes in the second, so I won't say he didn't know the rules, but probably relatively new to the rules. But he'll be disappointed with that one. Stepped breached the line, and Seamus Kinsley pops it over the bar for another score for him and Old Leighlin.
Yeah, well, O'Loughlin there with a handy enough free there, as we said, as a result of breaking that 3-up infringement. I know Seamus Kinslow knocked it over, so he has a 2-pointer, a 1-pointer, and a free. And there's a change there for Rathvilly. Number 24 is coming on for them. Number 24 is Dara Byrne. So another change to the starting lineup for him, and he replaces Padraig Deering, who had a decent first half. So that might be a bit of a change. I wonder, was there an injury?
Yeah, he seems to be holding his hamstring there, Paul. Looked like it was an injury, so there is a change. Rathvilly have made a change there quickly. I suppose they needed to get him off the field.
So with 3 minutes gone in this second half, it's Rathvilly 10 points, it's O'Loughlin 14 points, so 4 points to head is O'Loughlin at the moment as Mikey Bambrick goes on the attack. He's over the 45, he still has the ball, plays it back outside. There's 5 or 6 O'Loughlin lads across that 45, and one of them is Aaron Amond. Aaron Amond, who had a fine first half, crosses the 45, gives it to David Bambrick, goes back to Aaron again. Aaron's on the edge of the 2-point arc at the moment. He plays that, he fists too much nearly power on that. He was trying to give it to Bambrick, he doesn't find Bambrick, and now Atkinson has it. Atkinson loses it. He's having a bit of a wrestling match there with Brendan Murphy. Brendan Murphy is a judge to have fouled his man, and he's going to be a free in.
Yeah, 2 big, strong, physical men. I suppose Atkinson was lucky that he had the ball in his possession. Brendan came behind him, did hold him, tried to pull him back out of the way. There's a free in, and Shawnee Bambrick coming forward, looking to get another score here. Yeah,
Shawnee just goes over the arc, then he comes back outside at the 2-point arc again, holding on to his side lead by 4. So O'Loughlin 14, it's Rathvilly 10, and we've played about 4 minutes of this second half, and it's Aaron Amond. Aaron Amond, I thought he was winding up for a shot. He actually goes out to the corner, and the ball he plays across is intercepted there by Rathvilly man on the far side of the field. They have turned it over, and now they're running out their own half back line. 4 or 5 of them are charging forward here together. There is a bit of space. They have the numbers and they can keep going at this pace. That's another good ball inside, and they're going forward, still going strong here. That looks like it was Curran. Curran gives that across again, and Rathvilly have worked it up to the edge of the arc. Back to Curran again. He's about 40, maybe 40 metres out from the goal. Takes that shot on. He's inside the arc, so takes the shot, and it goes to the right and wide. The score remains O'Loughlin 14, Rathvilly 10, and we've played 4.5 in the second half. Yeah, a little snapshot. I suppose he got a tackle just as he about to kick the ball, but it just tailed off to the right hand side. They'll be looking to get a couple of points. They won't panic. You know, they have been behind before. They were 5 points behind Aero last weekend, clawed their way back into the game, ended up with the last 5 scores. So Rathvilly definitely don't go away. This game was a long way from being over. Coming up with 5 minutes gone in the second half, and we thank Dan Morrissey and co for their kind sponsorship of today's game. So O'Loughlin fighting for this there in the middle of the field. That was David Bambrick on his hands and knees trying to get foot into that one, and it's gone out of play just about on the far side of the field. It is going to be a line ball. It's going to be quickly taken. It was actually a free, but anyway, Rathvilly take it quickly in as far as Conor Doyle. Conor Doyle on the 45, going across the field of Rathvilly from left to right as it's on as far as Bulger. Now Bulger over the 45, he loses possession. He tries to kick it forward soccer style. O'Loughlin have enough men back there, and they've picked it up there through Jamie Doyle back there in the number 7 position, and he plays it forward into the number 6 position, and O'Loughlin holding on to it, playing it across their own half back line. That was Atkinson again. He has to go back to David Bambrick, who's in the full back line, and he plays it up to the man who should be in the full back line, Niall Roach, who's up there in the number 7 area. As O'Loughlin go again, and they're working it through the hands. Kinsella now on the ball. Kinsella plays it inside as far as Aaron Amond. Aaron Amond cuts inside, but there is a runner off the shoulder. He wants it back. He's not going to get it back. Now he has it. He's just outside the 2-point arc. He goes inside the arc now, up as far as the 20-metre line, but he's out towards the sideline. Has to come inside to Kinsella again. Kinsella going forward here, up to the edge of the 20-metre line, going left and right. 2 Rathvilly men coming around Fitzgerald of O'Loughlin. The ball goes to the ground, but he helps it on as far as Kinsella again. Kinsella's about 8 yards out from goal, and he's forced out towards the sideline, and somehow the ball goes out and it's kicked on the volley by Rathvilly man out for a 45, and O'Loughlin will be happy to take that. Yeah, really happy because they were right in the corner. It looked like they were going nowhere. Hand pass back out, man coming back towards the goal, ends up booting it out over the sideline or out over the end line. It is a 45 yard right on the far sideline. It'll be a difficult kick. I'm not sure if the goalkeeper is not moving, he's not coming up. I can hear, is there a I'm hearing that there might be a sub coming on. I'm just looking to see if anyone actually come onto the field. I haven't spotted anyone just yet, so I don't know is that for confirmation of ones we've already talked about. We'll keep an eye on that anyway, as it is going to be a 45 to O'Loughlin. They lead by 4 points. It's O'Loughlin 14 points. It's Rathvilly 10 points, and we're just coming up on 7 minutes gone in the second half. Again, just keeping an eye out. Was there any movement on either bench? It doesn't look like it, Paul. I can't see anybody that's warming up or actually on the pitch even, so maybe it was something else. Yeah, I think it may have been just talking about the sub that we've already talked about, possibly even if there wasn't a sub in the last minute. Either way, we'll keep an eye on things as they go on across the field, as O'Loughlin are about to take this 45, as you said, in a difficult enough position. 45 out, but only about 2 or 3 in from the far touchline. They lead by 4. There's a runner there. That runner is Mikey Bambrick, probably one of the best runners in Carlow. He gets onto the ball. He's up to the 14s. He strikes that. Not the easiest angle in the world. He puts it across. It's just about kept in. That looked like it was Fitzgerald who kept it in. O'Loughlin still have it. They're going left and right. Fitzgerald on the end line. 2 men going after it. Brendan Murphy's winner. Gets the shot away. Goes across the goal. and Rathvilly come away with the ball. There was a goal chance. They'll come back and talk about it in a minute as Rathvilly go on the attack. They've worked it up to the 265s now. Strong runner from Rathvilly, and there's plenty of space that they can exploit it. They're going forward here, calling for it inside. Still Rathvilly up to the 45, trying to work it left and right. Now they've got up to the edge of the 2-point lead. That's played forward. Now Rathvilly have worked it up to the edge of the square. Shot coming in, really good save. Out came Scallon, and he made a good save. The ball actually didn't go out of play. The umpire said play on, the ball stayed in play, and now I think we're going to pause because Scallon injured himself as he made that save. But 2 goal chances, one at either end there. Will he talk to us about both of them?
Yeah, Old Leighlin was probably a half chance. He was being blocked down, just poked it across the square. Rathvilly came away with it, but the pace at which they attacked at the far end, Curran played a great ball inside. Scally came, absolutely brilliant save, but he collided, it looked like, with his own corner back, and both of them went to the ground. Both of them looked to be injured. I'm sure they will be okay, but brilliant save. Old Leighlin were coming away with the ball. Referee stopped it, and he done right because it was looked like a head injury. So Old Leighlin will maintain the ball just inside the D and in their own half.
So it is going to be a bit of a stoppage here as Steve Scallon just gets a bit of attention, a bit of water, and he's up and he's on his feet. 14 points Old Leighlin, 10 points Rathvilly, and we've played just under 9 minutes of this second half. I think we're going to get going again with a free to Old Leighlin inside the 2-point arc, maybe 32 metres out, thereabouts, maybe 10 in from the sideline in the far side of the field.
Rathvilly probably be disappointed, Paul. We're going into the 10th minute now, and they still haven't had a score in the second half. Where Old Leighlin have had one and had a couple of chances, but they still won't panic. They have the ball around the middle. It is a free for Rathvilly, and they look to get it forward as quickly as they can. Yeah,
Rathvilly, of course, last year's county champions, and they're on the ball here again in front of us. We're into 265s, ball in the hand, fisting that forward as far as Conor Doyle. Conor Doyle has it going over the 45. He's going strong. He's up to the edge of the 2-point arc now. Forced to go back inside. He gave it in there, and now there might be something on for Rathvilly here. Closing down a goal inside the square. Ball goes across.
Brilliant
football
goal.
Style into the back of the net. Was it Kevin Murphy? I think got the touch on it at the very end, and he finds the net. It's now Rathvilly 1-10. Old Leighlin 14 points, just one in it, and we played 9.5 in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Kevin Murphy, great ball, played three great passes, and the last one into Kevin. He didn't pick it up in his hands. He toe-poked it soccer style into the back of the net. Brilliant recovery for Rathvilly. I knew that they're not going to go away. They never do, and they're right back in this game here.
Yeah, just 1 point in, and now we were thinking that Rathvilly hadn't scored yet in the second half. They took 10 minutes, as you say, but they made it a green one, which is a big thing for them, and they're now just 1 point behind. But it's Old Leighlin are on the ball again. They're driving forward here. I look like Mikey Bambrick. Mikey Bambrick heading for the 45. He decides to weigh it up and go back, and he goes back as far as Atkinson again. In fact, no, it's David Bambrick who has it. David Bambrick up to the 45, plays it forward on as far as Mikey. Mikey Bambrick now just shooting from outside the edge of the 2-point arc. He's putting it across. Amond was the target, but out comes that. Looked like it was Regan Murphy in the Rathvilly goal, came out and claimed that, and you could see what he was trying to do to the diagonal ball into Amond, just didn't work out.
Yeah, a couple of Rathvilly backs, just got in front of him. It was always going to be difficult, but goalkeeper Regan done really, really well. He claimed the ball right on the D. He was fouled. It is a free out to Rathvilly, but it's again really, really tight game. 10 to 14 points with Rathvilly going on the attack here again.
And just coming up on 11 minutes gone in the second half. Rathvilly working it up to the 265s, coming across here in front of us, playing it kind of laterally at the moment, just holding on to that one, waiting for a break and calling for it inside there is Curran. Curran has it now up to the 45. His sport inside there from Patrick Bulger. Bulger gives it back to Brendan Murphy. Brendan Murphy kicks that across. They're just outside the 45. Rathvilly, they're being patient. They're just waiting for an opening here. That looks like it's Burgess. Adam Burgess gives it onside as far as Conor Doyle. Conor has it now on the 45. Conor's taking shot. Oh, he was nearly blocked down. Now he's blocked down a third time. He's inside the arc now at this stage. He's still going for the shot. Conor Doyle, after beating 2 players, strike that between the posts and over the bar. A really fine effort there. 1-11 now Rathvilly, 14 points Old Leighlin, and we played 11.5 in the second half.
That's his first one, but it's well worth waiting for, because he's too dumb. He stepped inside 2 players. Looked like he was going to shoot outside the D. Stepped inside it, stepped again and onto his left foot, straight over the crossbar. Brilliant score. All square here in Netwatch Cullen Park.
Fine take there from the kick out for Old Leighlin, and they've won that, and they played it inside. It was Atkinson who won that kick out, and he gives it as far as Kinsella. Kinsella was wearing 14, but he's out around midfield at the moment. He gives it in as far as Atkinson again. Atkinson over the 45, heading towards the 2-point arc. Is he thinking shot? He's not. He's gone out towards the sideline, and he calls Seamus Kinsella over. Seamus then gives it back inside, and we've gone all the way back as far as Mikey Bambrick. Now Mikey's about 50 yards off the goal, heading for the 45, drops the shoulder, still going strong, up to the edge of the 2-point arc. He's still going strong. He's up to the 21, he's up to the 20. Here he goes inside the 14 now. Here goes Mikey on the right boot. I don't know, did that take half a deflection? Either way, it goes out and wide, and still O'Loughlin 14, Rathvilly 1-11, and it's played 12 minutes in the second half.
Yeah, I think it was the wrong decision. He done everything right. He beat 2 or 3 players, came back onto his right, but there was 2 players coming to him. Really, really difficult chance to take. He did take it out to the left and wide. Maybe he should pass it to Coughlin on the way, but O'Loughlin win the kick out and they're coming forward here again.
Yeah, Hernam, probably the biggest man in the world. That ball was kicked straight into his chest, and he has it now. Plays a 1-2. He's up to the edge of the 2-point arc now, far side of the field. Now up to the 20-metre line, heading for the 14. Shot with the right boot, and it's just under the crossbar, and eventually it is taken down by Regan Murphy. That probably should have gone over the bar. It's still Rathvilly 1-11, O'Loughlin 14, so still just 1 in it, but that was a real chance that came in there. Now we're just looking, it looks like there has been a change. Harry Clark is the man who's in goals. In fact, Harry Clark is in instead of Regan Murphy. Just to correct myself on that, so Rathvilly have an abundance of goalkeepers. We're hearing it is actually Harry Clark who's in goals there for Rathvilly. Thanks to Kieran Murphy here beside us for bringing us that information as Rathvilly come back on the ball again. Going across the field there, it's Padraig Bulger now. Bulger on the 45. Bulger's doing a bit of defending there, and the referee says play on. Maybe he actually did foul his man. The referee says no. O'Loughlin can come away with the ball now again as they've worked it up to the 65 through David Bambrick. David has it now, looking for some support. Cuts inside, and that's back as far as Tyg O'Neill. Tyg has it now. There's a bit of space for Tyg as he comes for the 45. The crowd starts to get very loud and boisterous, which always makes you think there's something going to happen soon. So Tyg O'Neill, he's turned over, and Rathvilly have won it back, and there's a toe poke back there by David Bambrick, and O'Loughlin are holding on to this one, but this match, the intensity has definitely risen in the last few minutes. That looks like Tyg Ross on the far side of the field, over the 45 for O'Loughlin, up to the edge of the D now, still going strong. O'Loughlin have worked it back. O'Rourke looks for it back, or sorry, Tyg Roach gets it back. Still now, this is Kinsella. Kinsella inside the score.
Oh, what a goal!
Kinsella finds the net. Seamus Kinsella, after 3 or 4 passes, it was Seamus Kinsella kicked that to the back of the net. It's now O'Loughlin 114. It's Rathvilly 111, and we played 14 in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant score. Well worked in the middle of the field by O'Loughlin, but when they got into Kinsella, stepped inside, 2 players onto his right foot, blasted at the top corner. Brilliant goal, O'Loughlin. Brilliant score for Seamus Kinsella. What a score, what a goal.
Yeah, at the end of the move, right place at the right time, and he finds the net there. No bother to him. He had 1-2 coming into today's game. He now has 1-4 altogether, and we've only played 14 minutes of this second half, so there's plenty of time to add to that. Brendan Murphy wins after Rathvilly. Conor Doyle has it now. Conor Doyle heading for the 45. They need a score badly. Brandon Kelly has it now. Brandon Kelly in the edge of the old D, we'll call it. He plays a lovely floating ball inside. It is caught. Rathvilly now have it inside the 14. They're out by the end line though. They're difficult enough position. They need some support far side of the field. Rathvilly trying to work some here far side of the field, coming across. Conor Doyle was the target, and Conor Doyle does get it because David Bambrick just fell over. Conor Doyle now wins the ball just inside his own 45. He's fouled. He's gone to ground. There's going to be a free in.
Yeah, looks a heavy tackle, but they were really unlucky. Rathvilly tried to get it across and cut out by Davy Bambrick, but it just bounced to Conor Doyle. He did collide with it. Looked like Mikey. I think Mikey Bambrick collided. 2 big physical players. Mikey's so strong and so low centre of gravity, but he's a physical player. Conor Doyle is down. I'm sure he'll be okay, but he has a free right outside the D here.
And interestingly, I think it was Ian Atkinson who ended up getting the yellow card there. I'm not sure was he involved in the incident at all. Maybe it was shown.
No, I was watching him and Kevin Murphy, and Kevin Murphy stopped him from making his run. And in fairness to Atkinson, he grabbed him by the jersey, dragged him backwards, and pulled him behind him and said go on. But obviously, somebody seen it from maybe the Lions person here seen it. Marion Hayden is down in front of us, so maybe she contacted the referee, but it definitely was a foul off the ball. But I think he was fouled first because Kevin Murphy definitely stopped his run. But it's still a free in for Rathvilly here.
So it is Ian Atkinson, the Carlow senior, who has got himself a yellow card, and he's going to be free in to Rathvilly just on the edge of the 2-point arc. So a chance for Rathvilly to make this a little bit closer. At the moment it's O'Loughlin 114, it's Rathvilly 111, so 3 in it. This can bring it back to 1 if it is struck over. It's Liam Gavin standing over this one. He has 2 already today, both from frees, both 1-pointers. So this would be his first 2-pointer. It's fairly central, it's right in the top of that 2-point ark. Hits that with the right.
Brilliant strike.
And strikes it, yeah, no bother whatsoever. Straight between the posts, right over the black spot. It's now 1-13 Rathvilly, 1-14 O'Loughlin, and we've played 16 and a half in the second half.
Just goes to show you the 2-pointer really brings you back into the game. You're never gone, you're never dead. I know there was only 3 points in it, but if O'Loughlin step up and get a goal, and there's still the 2-pointers there. Well won by Burgess in the middle. Brendan Murphy coming forward here.
Yeah, Brendan Murphy, the man mounting, driving forward inside the 2-point tee. He's been pulled and dragged. The referee says play on, hard for a big man to win a free sometime, and the referee is giving a free against him. And that will not make anyone from in a Rathvilly jersey or Rathvilly supporter happy about that. Hard for a big man win a free.
He looked like he was being fouled, in fairness. He looked like he was being pulled to the ground, on the ground, got the ball back into his hands, looked to push it. He probably did. It probably was an illegal hand pass, but he was very, very unlucky that time, Brendan Murphy.
So we keep going though, as it is Old Leighlin 1-14, Rathvilly 1-13, so just a point in it, 17.5 gone in this second half, and Old Leighlin now on the charge, far side of the field, over the 65, still going strong, up to the 45, taking a little show and go. This is Ty Roach, he has some power in him as he plays out forward inside Old Leighlin, inside, just outside the edge of the square now. Far side of the field is Dara Fitzgerald. Dara Fitzgerald has two Rathvilly men chasing him. He's coming away from goal, making the angle a bit easier for himself, playing it back outside now, just on the edge of the 2-point arc. The shot is coming in, it's going to drop short. Harry Clark came out for that one. Harry Clark was maybe taken from behind the referee, says maybe the referee though either way has given a free out.
I think Kinsella was unlucky. He came across him, he looked to get a hand on the ball and knocked it away. It did collide with the goalkeeper, but it is a free out. I suppose you can't touch the goalkeeper in there really, but really unlucky. Old Leighlin, Coughlin played a high ball in. I think he was going for a shot himself, but it just fell short. Kinsella tried to get a hand to it. Free out. Rathvilly come forward here again.
We had him working through the lines there. 18 minutes gone in this second half, and they've worked it up. Oh, lovely ball inside there as far as Kevin Murphy. Kevin has a goal already today, and now he's a point, and we're all square here. It's Rathvilly 1-14. It's Old Leighlin 1-14. We've played 18.5 in this second half.
Yeah, really good score. 3 good passes up the sideline after Old Leighlin getting their chance. And Kevin, onto his right foot, pops the ball over the bar. Or left foot, really good score. It's going to go down to the wire. This could end up looking like a draw here, Paul.
Yeah, and remember coming into this game, because of the results so far, Rathvilly have a much better score difference. So for the draw, Rathvilly will go through to the semi-final, and it'll be Old Leighlin who will have to go into the quarter-final. So they know that as well, but it's very hard to play for a draw in modern Gaelic football, especially with that 2-point rule. As now Rathvilly are on the attack again, working it between the 45 and the 65, going one way then the other, pushing it out to the far side of the field. Brendan Murphy is calling for here in the central position. Instead the ball is headed towards Bulger. Bulger back again between the 265. Has been calling for it outside. One of them is Curran. I don't know if he's going to give it to Curran just yet. He also has a couple of other options. It was Kevin Murphy in the end who picked up the ball. He kicks it across to the far side of the field. Nicely taken there. I think that was Burgess. The hand went in though. It's turned over. Old Leighlin have it back now inside their own half back line. The ball is kicked clear. It's not a brilliant clearance by David Bambrick. And it's kicked straight down the neck of one of the Rathvilly men. As he went down to pick it up though, one of the Old Leighlin men came in on top of him, and he's given away a free there on the far side of the field. I think that was Jordan Kelly got the yellow card there for that tackle, the Old Leighlin man. And he's come back into position. Yeah,
he caught him. It was kind of a 60-40 ball, in fairness, in favour of the Rathvilly man. He did go down and he was brave. Did collide, probably a hand knocked him to the ground, but free for Rathvilly. Long way from goal, but Rathvilly have possession. We're gone 19, just 20 minutes into the game, and it's still 1-14 apiece here.
Yeah, absolutely. Into the final 10 minutes of this one. It's going to be an exciting finish. Do not go anywhere. And again, we thank Dan Morrison Co for their kind sponsorship of today's game. We hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening on KCLR. Of course, it's only the first of a double header here on KCLR this evening. On the KCLR app later, we'll have Mount Leinster Rangers against Aero. That one throws in at 5:45. Back to Conor Doyle now. Conor Doyle on the edge of the 2-point lead. Takes his shot on, but it drops short, and it's in as far as Stephen Scallon. And he picks that one up for Old Leighlin. He comes out to the edge of the 20-metre line. He was nearly blocked down by Brendan Murphy, had to turn and go completely sideways. But Old Leighlin have it now, and they have a couple of options to run it out. David Bambrick seems to be the option at the moment, over the 45, taking the hand pass on, and they're running it up now between the 265 as we see the Mount Leinster Ranger and the Aero team come in on the far side of the field. The Mount Leinster Rangers team was just arrived. That one is one down the middle of the field by Rathvilly, and they're able to go all a bit of pulling and dragging. Atkinson
got away with one.
Yeah, he's already on a yellow, so he definitely needs to be careful. But Mikey Bambrick is the man who won that ball as a result of what Atkinson did over there. Mikey has it now. Mikey puts on a bit of speed. He's up to the edge of the 2-point arc. The ball somehow squirts out of possession. The referee says it squirted out. The referee says play on, in fact. Brendan Murphy now has the ball. Now the referee is blowing it back again. And Will, you might give us your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think he's given a free over here on the left-hand side. He looks like he's calling for the ball. So something that happened before that tackle. Somebody is talking to him, so I'm not sure exactly. It looks like the lines. Marion Hayden on this side, linesperson, so it is a free for somebody, but I'm not sure who it is. But it looked like Mikey probably was fouled, even though he threw the ball. No, it's a free out to Rathvilly. That's exactly what he's given it. As Mikey Bambrick coming forward, looks like he threw the ball out of his hands when he couldn't get away from the Rathvilly defender.
He's an interesting one. You don't see it too often, but I think he might have got it dead right. I think the referee on this occasion, David Hickey, got it dead right too. And it's now in the hands of Brandon Kelly. Brandon has 11 on his back, but he's back in his own number 6 position. He plays it on as far as Bulger. Bulger gives it up along the line, and he's still steaming forward up to the edge of the D. Plays it back as far as the man who started this, Kelly. Oh, Kelly He shot with his right boot. I'm not sure what he was thinking. Was he thinking outside the right boot? What he was thinking? Either way, it went out closer to the corner flag than it into the goals, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, he was actually running straight up the middle. He looked like to punt the ball over the bar, just onto his instep and just away to the left. He was really, really unlucky because they created great space between him and Pádraig Bulger, Brendan Murphy. 3 really good passes onto Brandon Kelly, but just couldn't finish it, and that would have put them a point up. Old Leighlin make a change here, it looks like.
Is it Sean Taylor, I think is the man wearing number 18, has come onto the field.
For Davy, is it?
Yeah, David Bambrick looks like he's the man who's making his way off. So just to give you a score update, if you're just joining us, 22 and a half minutes gone. It's Old Leighlin 114, it's Rathvilly 114. With the winner of today's game going straight into the county semi-final. If it stays the draw, Rathvilly will go through as a result of their better score difference. But now it's Rathvilly on the attack again. Brendan Murphy, edge of the 2-point. He's falling over as he strikes that. Is he falling over because he was pushed?
It's a free. No, definitely was pushed, Paul. Yeah. He's given a free.
He's given against him. Yes.
Oh my God! He was about to strike the ball. Player came in from behind, seemed to knock him onto the ground. Referee didn't give the free, but he's given a sideline ball to Old Leighlin, so he's seen something different than what we've seen.
And it shows how the interference occurred to Brendan Murphy, that he hit the sideline with the shot as opposed to even it going forward. So definitely something going on there. And now there's a line ball, and the line ball has been asked to be retaken. David Hickey not happy with what the Old Leighlin man did down there. I think was he not in the right position?
I don't think he can go back to the goalkeeper, am I right in saying that? Or can he from a sideline ball or a free?
That's the rule.
He was on the pitch. Well, if he's on the pitch, the ball will be thrown in, but he's given a free here. Is he throwing it in? No, he's thrown in the ball.
Yeah, throwing in the ball, so that is an interesting one. So a throw in right now on the 30-metre line there. Rathvilly attacking 30-metre line, we'll call her. 20-metre line even, we'll say. The ball is going up. Brendan Murphy's going up for this. You'd have to be fancying him to win that. He doesn't manage to do it, but it's not an easy win for Old Leighlin. And the free has been awarded to Old Leighlin now, and they're looking to take it quickly and run the line here in front of us. Again, running into a load of players, and there's going to be a card here for a Rathvilly man. And I think it's for persistent fouling, possibly for Brandon Kelly. And maybe a bit of mouthing as well, but I think Brandon has got himself a yellow card. To add to the point of the 2-pointer he has. So he's 3 points now, and a yellow card has Brandon Kelly, the number 11 for Rathvilly.
Rathvilly supporters not too happy with that. It was a soft enough tackle for a yellow card. Maybe it was an accumulation of 3 or 4 tackles, but that would have been soft enough for a yellow anyway. Yeah,
I think it may have been an accumulation. He seems to be talking to the referee a small bit more, maybe the referee might like, but now it's Old Leighlin come on the attack again. It's 114 to 114, 24 and a half minutes gone in the second half, so about 5 and a half of normal time to go. Mikey Bambrick has it. Mikey heading forward here up to the 45. Oh, plays it onside as far as his full back, who's all the way up the field. That looks like it's Neil Roach, I think. Neil Roach goes to ground, and the ball is still alive. It's back with Mikey again. Mikey on the edge of the 2-point arc. Plays it out to Kinsella. Kinsella just over the arc. He plays it inside. They might be able to work something here. Cathal Coughlin, 14 metres out. He plays it inside to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is forced to go back out to Mikey Bambrick. And Old Leighlin just playing it around out here. What have they got? 5 minutes left of normal time. It's 114 to 114. They've went from one side of the field to the other side of the field. Now they're over by the 20-metre line, far side of the field. Shot coming in, left boot, I should say. But it goes a long way wide. 114 to 114. 25 and a half gone. Again, we thank Dan Marching Co. for a kind sponsorship of today's game.
Yeah, it looked like Shawnee Bambrick turned in onto his left foot. He was just inside the D. Had he shot, but tailed off to the left and right. So Rathvilly with a long kick out, looking for Brendan Murphy to win this one, and he does indeed.
Absolutely.
Well, it's actually Burgess wins it, but he gives it to Brendan Murphy.
And Brendan then gives it back, and Rathvilly are able to work this up through the lines again. That's Pádraig Bulger on the ball. Now Brendan Murphy who has it again. Brendan trying to call players towards him. He gives them goes. He wants the return. He doesn't get the return. Holding on to this one. That was knocked all the way across there by Kevin Murphy. Now there's a chance to completely just rejig the attack, going from a different angle. Far side of the field, Rathvilly have it just outside the 2-point arc, going across the field again as far as Brandon Kelly. Now Brandon has it on the 45, takes a couple of solos, then drops the shoulder, goes past one man, back to Conor Doyle. Conor Doyle back into Brandon Kelly. Brandon Kelly inside, just outside the old D, we'll say. Put the shot to his right, and seems to just skew off his foot. It was going from left to right, but too much to the right, and it's still 114 to 114, 26 gone in the second half.
Yeah, really, really unlucky. Some great work between him and Conor Doyle. 2 or 3 little passes got him into the space onto his right foot. He did have a go. That's his second wide there in the second half, but he'll be there. He'll stay shooting. He'll stay having a go. Rathvilly on top in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Another big kick out. This is an important one to win. Old Leighlin committed 3 men to it, and they came away with the ball, and they're able to go again. This is Atkinson again. Atkinson is looking around around him. The number 8 for O'Loughlin kicks that one in long. He finds Mikey Bambrick. Mikey Bambrick, can he just about keep this in? He can. He's right in the end line. Mikey, and Mikey is dispossessed.
Really well, no, he's done really well. I think he knocked it off on Paul. I think he looked to hop him and he played it off Curran, off his leg, and he went for the 45. Really good thinking by Mikey Bambrick.
Absolutely, that will have worked out, and now they have a chance to get a score. We've about 3 minutes of normal time to go. It's 114 to 114, and the quick thinking of Mikey Bambrick has got his side of 45, and this one could be crucial. They're in no hurry to take it. It looks like it's going to be Aaron Ahmed who is going to take it here. Not too far from our commentary position inside the last 3 minutes. Again, some of the players are thankful for a bit of a break in play. It has been a frantic last 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's end to end because nobody wants to make a mistake. Everybody is getting up and down the field. Everybody's looking to get a score. A couple of wides from Rathvilly in the last few minutes. So O'Loughlin have had their chances as well, but this is a 45. Not an easy chance to, this time of the year, ball on the ground, the underground foot, and you make a slip and it goes off. But he has a really good strike of a ball, so it'll be interesting to see where he puts this one.
This is Ahmed. He's maybe about 10 metres in from the sideline. He's on the 45. Here goes Aaron. He already has 1 from play and 1 2-pointer. So he has 3 from play already. This is his first one to go from off the ground from a free. Kicks that with the right boot, sends it across. Again, Atkinson is probably the obvious target. Connor Doyle got up and punched that up for Rathvilly. It's still there. There's still a chance. The ball has been bobbling around. It's still there. The ball is eventually just about kept in play, and Rathvilly have it on their own end line, and they're trying to run it out from there, which is always going to be difficult. But they're holding on to the ball. We're inside the last 2 minutes of this game. It's 114 to 114. Rathvilly have the ball. No, it's been turned over. Aaron Ahmed was there for a lot. Gives it on to Atkinson again. Atkinson on the edge of the D. Plays it inside. Shot coming in from about 20 metres out. Difficult enough angle. It drops short though. And Clark is underneath that. Oh, Clark goes down rather theatrically, you could imagine, but he wins inside a free and they'll be happy about that. But Rathvilly, they want to get the win here. They're going forward. A draw will do them, but they seem to want to get this. They took that free very quickly. It's up as far as Bulger now. Bulger has it to do 65. Plays it forward on there. That looks like it's Curran, I think. Up to number 19. He's on the edge of the D now. He's gone through the D. He plays it back outside. This is Kevin Murphy. He already has a goal today. Kevin plays it onto himself, and he goes back as far as Conor Doyle. Now he gets it again, but he's out as far as the 45. Central enough position. Plays the 1-2 with Brendan Murphy. Here goes Kevin again. 1-1 to his name already. Can he get the winner here today potentially? He can't.
Boy, he's really unlucky.
It's still 114 to 114 as we come into the last minute of normal time. And this one is going to come down to the wire, as we've said a few times.
Some really good play, really good passing between Kevin Murphy and Conor Doyle out on the far side. Got himself into the space, went from one side all the way around to the left-hand side. Had his shot just out to the left and wide. So nobody wants to win it, but nobody wants to lose it here. 114 apiece, just nearly up.
And as we said a few times, this will suit Rathvilly more than it suits O'Loughlin, as they will go through to the semi-final on score difference. Brendan Murphy out from the kick out. Oh, he went up for the ball, but he didn't come down with it. The referee says play on. Brendan felt he was being fouled, but O'Loughlin have it now. 30 seconds left of normal time. There probably will be 1 or 2 added on, but O'Loughlin have it through Seamus Kinsella. Seamus plays it off the shoulder to Aaron Ahmed. Aaron plays it over the top into Mikey Bambrick. Mikey on the edge of the 2-point D. He's gone through that mark now. Still going strong. Mikey wants to get a shot away. He does it. Oh, Conor Doyle with full length to block him. Kinsella picked up the rebound. O'Loughlin still have it, but it has been turned over, and Rathvilly desperately trying to punch that away. Well, Atkinson has it now on the 45. Gives it on to Seamus Kinsella. Seamus Kinsella on the 45 now. And O'Loughlin just going across. Aaron Ahmed has it. Mikey Bambrick had it, and now they're trying to work something. They're just outside the 45. This is Mikey Bambrick now, centre position, taking a couple of solos on himself. And he plays it outside. What can they do from here? This is Tyg Roach now. Tyg Roach on the big arc. He plays it back outside. Now O'Loughlin still holding on to this. Cathal Coughlin, 114 to 114. We're over the 30-minute mark. We're into time added on. We're into injury time now. Seamus Kinsella on the edge of the 2-point arc. Oh, throws a little dummy. Realises he didn't want to take that shot on himself. I think he threw the dummy and got the space and inside. No, I'm not shooting anyway. Gives it on to Aaron Ahmed. Now Aaron Ahmed has 3 men around him. The referee has the hand up, and did O'Loughlin overplay that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They should have tried to move it in a little bit quicker, but in fairness, Rathvilly came across them. 3 men got around him, got the hand in. The ball was on the ground. Mikey looked to play it, but a hand went in from Rathvilly. It is a free out. Looks like it's 3 minutes of injury time being called. We're gone into 45 seconds of that already. Still 114 apiece here in Netwatch Cullen Park. Rathvilly with the free in their own half.
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting finish. Do not go anywhere. Rathvilly 114, O'Loughlin 114. Played 55 seconds now at the normal time, and I think there's a sub coming on here for O'Loughlin again. Number 20 there's about to be introduced. Number 20 is Shane Dooley, so he is coming into the fray to see what he can do for the last few minutes. We heard 3 minutes, as we said. We played the guts of one of them at this stage. So Shane is in, and we're going to get going with a free to Rathvilly back inside their own 45. 114 to 114. With less than 2 minutes now to go of normal time, or of time added on, but the referee probably had the clock stopped, so we'll give it the guts of 2 minutes. Rathvilly have the ball inside their own 45. They have it with Josh Moore. Josh is forced to go back. and Rathvilly still have it around the arc. They know a draw will do them. Maybe that's what they were thinking. But now they're going forward. Here goes Josh Moore, the team cap. Now Josh goes forward. Things have opened up as he comes up to the 65. He's heading for the 45. Things have really opened up for him. Now he plays the ball inside. The hand pass isn't brilliant. He was trying to get into Brandon Kelly. Brandon is fouled. Brandon is fouled just outside the 2-point arc. I imagine Rathvilly will be in no hurry to take this whatsoever as we're into the last minute or so of time that's going to be added on. As we're going to have another sub.
This could be the winner, Paul, because Kevin Murphy has got a couple from this side. It is outside the D. Possibly could be nearly the last kick of the ball. We're 2 minutes of injury time after being played, so Rathvilly will slow it down. Is Kevin going to kick this out of his hand? He's outside the D. This could win the game for Rathvilly here.
Yeah, absolutely. By the time he's kicked it, there'll only be about 30 seconds of the 3 minutes to be added on if the referee hasn't stopped his watch, which will be up to his discretion at this stage. So Kevin Murphy has it. The Rathvilly man down getting his calf muscle.
Looks like Brandon Kelly.
So Brandon was the man who was fouled.
I think Shawnee Bambrick came through the back of him and probably climbed all over him, but I'm sure he'll be okay.
So here goes Kevin outside the 2-point arc, puts that in, it's in around the house, it's punched out there by and he found the man in blue and white. Now the men in blue or white are coming strong here. O'Loughlin have worked it up to the 65 again. We've about 12 seconds of normal time to go, or the 3 minutes will be added on. We've about 12 seconds of them left. So we're only expecting this to be the last play of the game. As this is taken over as far as Shawnee Bambrick. Shawnee gives it on to Seamus Kinsley. O'Loughlin have it. O'Loughlin need a score more than Rathvilly do. A draw will do Rathvilly to put them into the semi-final. If it stays like this, they will go through to the semi and O'Loughlin will be stuck in the quarter-final. O'Loughlin have it now here on the 20-metre line. Going out to Seamus Kinsley. Seamus Kinsley on the edge of the 2-point arc now. He's coming inside. Still trying to work something from here. Mikey Bambrick has it now. Mikey goes across. O'Loughlin want to give it one last effort here. Ty Roach now has it. Ty Roach on the edge of the D. They're trying to work this again. Will it work out for him? It's hard to see from this angle. Are they going to get a shot away here? They're again on the edge of the D. Rathvilly just standing up, making a wall, as you'd expect. Seamus Kinsley now, just outside that 2-point arc. Been pushed out to the far sideline. Conor Doyle now trying to get into this for Rathvilly. He doesn't get it. O'Loughlin still have it. They're back inside, or back outside the 45. And there it is. The final whistle is gone. 114 to 114 is how this one ends. Will he try and sub that up for us?
Yeah, we did say